Siakam from deep, Banchero, and he buries his first look.
And Banchero has some range already. I mean, I want to see him continue to drain these shots.
And now the Indiana Pacers starters. At small and power forward, it'll be Mathurin and Siakam. Halliburton is out there with MP, and it's Huff in at the 5.
Yeah, you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, if he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
From deep, MP, and he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
You can bet MP will make a lot of those over his career.
Now here's Black. Eubanks defending. Outside Bane. From downtown. Up pulls it in.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
And we're joined now by Shams Charania. He's calling in with a story. Good to have you, Shams. What's going on?
Well, thanks. Paolo Banchero, the third player aged 22 and younger to amass 4,000 points, 1,300 rebounds, and 900 assists through their first 3 NBA seasons. The other two, LeBron James and Luka Doncic. The Magic have rewarded him with the richest contract in franchise history, 5 years and $239 million. Guys, he is a high-value talent.
A star on the rise. Shams, appreciate the report.
Oh, an aggressive move there by Siakam, using the length to finish inside.
And around 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Here's Banchero, plenty of space. Here's Carter. Just 5 to shoot. From outside the arc. And it's Tyrese Halliburton with the rebound. For Indiana, they've gone 3 of 4. Off to a nice start. And there's Siakam. That one's good. On the assist by Halliburton. Siakam's got his second basket of the game. Orlando has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Wagner with a screen on MP. Banchero outside. And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
The Magic making a switch here. Suggs is checked in. Then for Indiana, Toppin. He's checked in for Huff. And it's Nembhard in for Mathurin. Now here's Halliburton. What a tremendous game he played against San Antonio. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Spurs was all business. He picked up 49 points, and he was locked in from deep. But when hasn't he been? He was locked in all night long. We'll see if that focus carries over into this game. Guys?
Okay, Allie, thanks. Well, it'll be interesting to see how much of that performance carries over into this one.
His goal is to provide whatever the team needs from him on that particular evening.
Well, I'm sure he's coming in with a lot of confidence after last game. He wants to have a repeat performance here tonight. Yeah, well, that's a shot the defense is probably going to let him keep taking.
Well, Stan, if you had the opportunity to coach Paolo Banchero, what would your message to him be?
Well, look, B.A., he doesn't need my notes, but I'd just urge him to refine his jump shot. He has incredible size and skill.
And timeout called by Rick Carlisle. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Orlando making some changes. Batase comes in for Carter, and Howard has subbed in for Paolo Banchero. Then for Indiana, Jackson. Banchero, he's checked in for Orlando. Black comes in for Suggs. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Back to Wagner. Lets it go from deep. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Siakam. Huff's checked in for Indiana.
number 32.
And Coach must have had a really good look at this one. He called a coach's challenge for the out-of-bounds violation.
This call is all about viewing perspective. A lot of times a coach...
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
It's just a matter of where the action takes place on the court.
Hey, when you're on the bench and see what looks like an obvious mistake on this call, you almost have to challenge. No matter when it comes in the game, you don't want to surrender any possessions. And the ruling has been made. They're going to uphold the original call on the out-of-bounds violation.
And as a coach, it stings to lose a timeout on a failed challenge, but it's a risk worth taking to make absolutely sure that you're not going to lose a possession on a blown call.
Black, right side. Kicks it out to Wagner. 6 on the shot clock. Launches it. Another miss by Wagner.
Oh, love the intensity in which they're hitting the boards.
And Indiana looking at who they've got. They've got Halliburton. Andrew Nembhard is out there with Pascal Siakam. Then it's MP, and it's Huff in at the 5. Black outside. Siakam against Banchero. Using his size, Banchero gets by inside.
Oh, too big, too strong. It'll take more than that to stop Banchero.
Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. And it's Orlando on the break. Wagner for 3. Count it. 2 for 4 from the field now.
Look, he's the kind of player that has you awake at 3 a.m. asking yourself, how do I stop that?
And here's MP from outside. Orlando with the rebound. Batase's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
Well, so far, he hasn't had the same luck from deep in this quarter.
And now Indiana on the fast break. And here's MP from outside. It's rebounded by Batase. Batase's got his 7th rebound here tonight. And here's Wagner. He'll bring it up for Orlando. After this game, they can look forward to Washington, where they'll match up against the Wizards. That'll be the first leg of just a 2-game trip for them.
His strong transition play is something MP will need to be consistently capable of in this league.
Outside Bane. Fires the 3. They get it again.
Well, he just doesn't have it right now. It's as simple as that. And his team is struggling as a result.
Siakam the screen. From behind the arc. Oh. MP buries the triple.
Yeah, he's really giving up size in that matchup. But on the perimeter, he can find the room he needs.
Well, that's the best way to neutralize that size advantage. Make him defend out on the perimeter.
And so it's Indiana up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. And it's all due to their ability to own the paint. They've been dominant down low. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this.
You know what time it is. It's time for your fan half-court shot. Please direct your attention to center court. Drum line. They're thinking about the shot. One more time.
Welcome, everyone, as we dig into the details. Things working out so far for the Indiana Pacers.
Watching them whoop those boys on the boards, that brought a tear to my eye, and I don't cry.
I think it's a new topic. Fellas, we've got a number of strong contenders for this year's three-point contest.
You gotta love All-Star.
That does it for halftime. Let's get back to game action. Here's Brian.
And we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball left in this one. MP really making a difference here.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
All right, let's throw it over to Allie, who has a report on MP.
Well, talking with the coaching staff about the growth of MP, they've been impressed with the amount he's added to his offensive repertoire. Coach said when he came in, he only had a couple of moves, but now he can attack a defense in any way that he wants. I'm very proud of the effort he puts in to expand his game. Guys, the development has been outstanding.
Yeah, the toolkit growing day by day. Wagner and Banchero, the lethal front court pair. Desmond Bane is out there with Anthony Black. And it's Carter in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's who Jamal Mosley starts the second half with. And it sure seems like post play has evolved quite a bit over the past decade or two.
Yeah, it really has. I mean, there aren't many big men who operate only on the low block anymore. But if they do, they're considered throwbacks. This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Banchero outside. Carter, a screen on Siakam. The 3 from Banchero. Rebounded by Halliburton.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
From deep, MP. Good! Now 7 for 11 on the night.
With the way he can fill it up at this age, it's scary to think how good MP might be in a few years.
Bane. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
And with that miss, they're just 1 for 4 to start the third quarter.
2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. No coverage that time. Eubanks, he's got 12 points in just the second half.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
The 3 from Bane. Pascal Siakam with the rebound. Siakam's got his 5th rebound in this one. You know, Grant, for a guy who started playing basketball at age 17, Siakam has put together quite the resume.
Yeah, B.A. Pascal is a champion. He's got multiple All-Star and All-NBA selections, and one of the great developmental stories when you think about his discovery through basketball without borders.
And so now a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments.
Yeah, hoping to tap into something that'll get them clicking.
Yeah, they just have to be more patient. Less forcing and more passing.
Suggs is checked in for Orlando. And the Pacers also making a change. Nembhard, he's checked in for Mathurin. Carter on the wing, pass to Suggs. Orlando moving the ball around from deep. Bane, that's in. Coming off an assist from Banchero. Bane's got 6 points.
Yeah, Bane is dangerous from three-point land. The defense has to chase him off that line.
Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Here's Suggs, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
Well, the runway was clear for Suggs, and he didn't let it go to waste.
Pass to Nembhard, 3-pointer, and again, it's the Pacers from deep.
They are unconscious from outside, and so far, the defense has had no answer.
Look, when the 3 is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
The putback, great positioning on the putback.
What a competitor. Suggs leaps into action to snatch the rebound and send it back.
Inside, Siakam, pass to MP. And there's the screen. The 3-pointer off the mark. Down low. Here's Suggs. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line.
Substitution on the court.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter. And Indiana looking at who they've got. We've got Jackson topping out there with Darius Walker. Then it's Neesmith, and it's Eubanks in at the point.
And that's why you don't give up on the glass.
And his efforts well rewarded right there.
Well, that's what he does. He makes an impact with his activity on the board.
Back to Black. Uses the glass on the layup.
Well, he can play inside with that 6'7" size. Black aggressive down low.
On the wing, MP. Black defending.
2 minutes.
Toppin finds MP. Back to Toppin. Walker for 3. Orlando with the rebound. Pass to Bane. That's good. And it's Banchero with the assist.
Well, it doesn't get any easier than this. They'll take these shots every time.
MP outside to the paint. The kick out to Walker. Here's Eubanks. Here's Jackson. He's checked by Carter. Shot clock at 5. And here's Toppin from the arc. The rebound by Carter. Carter's got 4 rebounds now.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Pacers.
And everything seemed to go their way today. They were firing on all cylinders, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., this was the kind of performance you relish as a player. Just a very impressive win.
And you look at their record after tonight, 30 wins on the year.
Always good to start a season series off with a W. They showed tonight they take this team seriously, and the next 2 matchups between these two should be fun.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for MP.
Well, as a coach, it's so fun to watch a player dominate the game offensively like he did in this one. Not really what we expected. You know he wants that one back.
9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. The 3 connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
Wagner finds Banchero. Now Bane fires from deep. Knocks it down from distance.
Well, Bane had 1 goal that trip. Come right back at them with the 3 of his own.
Eubanks with it. There's the 3. Good! Another from 3. Ooh, you can tell he's feeling it right now.
B.A., he's on.
MP, you've talked about wanting to string some wins together and also the need for your team to have
Me and the guys, we're happy with the win. One of our goals is to be an elite rebounding team. Win the possession battle on the boards. Tonight we had some success with that.
Back to you, Brian.
And that'll do it, folks.
About to tear the roof off.
Are you ready to show the city what you got? You'll have the opportunity soon. Just head over to the event center and show us what you're made of.
Bro, I got a great theme lined up for the second half of the season. Please tell me you're ready to go.
Yep, I'm rolling.
Bet. What's up, everybody? It's your boy MP, and I am pumped.
Let's go. What's up, MP? You good, MP?